Hello, Air Tribe. Welcome to your weekly oracle messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So air signs, I do think that in common for the three of you during this week, there's an energy of stress that might be, a force of course, of challenge, but also of awareness for some of you during this period of time of where maybe you have been allowing certain experiences to take you out of your inner balance, to take you out of yourself, to kind of make you do or behave in ways or say things that are really not about your inner truth. I do feel like some of you are either feeling stressed, feeling provoked, feeling like you can't cope with how many challenges you are kind of trying to juggle at the same time, because I do think that for some of you this could as well be a very busy time, fairly busy time. Some of you have a lot going on, and I think that in terms of management, you might be needing during this period of time to learn, right, to manage something in a more harmonious way, or how to even delegate, or just to organize your life in a way where you don't have to be, acting crazy all the time. Because I feel like some of you can be feeling like you're losing your minds during this period of time, or you can feel like your sanity is like reaching, this it's like this point of, it's like a limit of some sorts that may make you feel like there's like a threat to your sense of sanity. I feel like some of you are too much as well in the mind. You're too much, it's like this stress can maybe making you, amplify situations or amplify problems, and actually keeping you further and further and further away from finding solutions, or finding the truth of the situation, or the truth of how to deal with those things in a more objective way. Because I think that some of you are looking for your mind, in your thoughts, to tell you what to do, and to just keep messing with you, to just keep telling you things that might contradict other thoughts or other opinions. There might be a lot of noise inside of you. There might be a lot of insecurities as well in how to proceed to a certain I feel like some of you are being called to proceed to do something, right? This could be about taking chances, taking risks. This could be about a new job. This could be about a relationship, communication. I feel like just the way you want to go about it brings you stress, or there's stress associated with action. Some of you need to calm down a little bit more, or try to exercise mindfulness when you are upset, because I think that some of you can as well have situations during this period of time where you may have this type of lash out on people, have a blowout, say things you didn't mean, or say things that might be hurtful, or you as well may be dealing with this from others. It could be as well that for some of your air signs that are not stressed, it could be that you're dealing with people that are very stressed around you, very, some of you are feeling like the energies you are circling around, or the environments you are in, they have some type of hostility about something hostile about them, or you feel like they are aggressive towards you for some reason. It could also be that, in whatever environment, or in whatever place you are, you can feel like you are not at peace, either because there's too much noise, there's shouting, there's discussions, there's I really feel like some of you are in need of kind of a getaway, or to retreat a little bit more into your space, into your into a place where you can find that balance, and shut down the voices, shut down the noise, and actually think for yourself, I feel like you are thinking for yourself and not, for the voices around you. I think that there's a lot of things circling around your mind that might bring, for some of you air signs, it's like a cloudy sense of judgment. So your judgment may be clouded by anger, fear, tension, stress again, and you may be taking decisions or doing things or saying things with your judgment clouded. So this might then again put you in situations that you might regret, or you might feel disappointed in the end because that was not really what you intended to do. Or again, there could be people around you or environments that are not the best, or there needs to be some type of filtering, right? There's something here about filtering the air. Some of you that are in environments like where the ventilation is not, good, or where there's a lot of dust, or where there's a lot of elements that might, provoke some type of allergies, or where the air doesn't is not renewed properly, and so you don't have a sense of feeling like you're breathing appropriately. I think that some of you could be feeling like intoxicated by the environments you are in, or just in the way you're thinking, it's making you feel consumed by all of those thoughts. It's like a wave of negativity sweeping you out of your balance temporarily. Again, this is like the energy, the clouds energy, the energies of the weather. So this is temporary. This is why you shouldn't, of course, if you can avoid to make decisions or to say things out of impulse or anger during this period of time, you're advised to do so, because it's a temporary feeling. It might not be how you truly see things. For Gemini, I do feel like this energy of abundance brings, and it could bring to you during this period of time actually some fruitful results on something you have been working on. I do think that some of you Geminis could be experiencing growth in your material wealth, in your careers, in your family. There's a sense of abundance coming to you during this period of time that might bring satisfaction. Some of you are joining the best of two worlds. It could be your spirituality with the earthly pleasures. It could be joining two aspects or areas of your life and having them working in harmony in ways that make you feel truly satisfied by the energy of having the whole at your disposal. I do feel like some of you, it's like you're being given a chance to eat the whole cake, which means that there's something that it's plentiful, or that has this plentiful energy about it, that it's going to it's like in a way satisfy your appetite on something. Or if you have been feeling like you haven't enough of something, or you couldn't manifest something that for you would bring a sense of abundance and a sense of feeling fulfilled with that specific situation, I think that during this period of time you can manifest or attract conditions that will really create growth and increase of some sorts in your life. And I think that for the majority of you, this is related with business or family, something you want to it's like something you want to increase, not only just for yourself. I think that some of you have your mind on expansion. It could be family, expansion for family, for your family's sake. It could be about, living in a home or in a house that has more space. It could be about helping, you know, those you love in with your material resources, but it could also be about expansion of business, expansion of something you are truthfully interested in increasing. I do think that your challenge is as well a little bit of your self-criticism during this period of time. I think that you might feel a little bit I feel like some Geminis during this week can have something a little bit it's like feeling guilty of something, or feeling like bitter, or, you know, I feel like some of you feel like you shouldn't indulge in the rewards you are receiving, as if you didn't deserve them. I think that some of you might have something going on here that's really about guilt, where you feel guilty by indulging, or by being happy, or by celebrating the good things that are coming into your life. I think that some of you Geminis don't feel like I feel like some of you might have an issue with receiving good things that are kind of happening to you in a very positive light, and you might, you know, it's like you might be totally dismissing that you are worthy of those things, that whatever you have done so far, whatever your experiences have been so far, negative or positive, it doesn't matter. The universe wants to give you those things because you deserve them, even if you don't acknowledge that. And of course that I feel like some of you feel like you can't be happy, or you shouldn't be happy because of something that it's holding you back. And actually I think that you should go out there and celebrate those beautiful gifts you're being given. Some of you are actually being given something. It could also be that there's a strong presence in your life that is providing abundance. I think that's for other Geminis, this is not about you. I think that there might be a presence of someone in your life during this week that is trying to offer to you abundance. It could be an abundance of love, an abundance of support, an abundance of friendship, right? It could be about someone wanting to help you financially, or someone wanting to give you something, a present, or a reward, or a hand of assistance. And I think that you are shutting it down, or you are kind of not accepting, you know, the gift that the presence of that person might be. I think that some of you are too critical, either of yourselves, or as well of this person, or of whoever tries to approach you in a loving way. I think that some of you have your defenses up, it could be. And I think that your challenge is just to celebrate the good things in life. Celebrate your friends, your loved ones. Celebrate everything. Don't be afraid to trust those gifts. For Libras are the ones here that I feel like having like that trip in their minds that I've mentioned earlier. I do feel like some of you are totally trapped in this maze of thoughts, trying to make sense of something you want to do, something you want to say. This could be particularly about communication. You can't wrap your mind about something, either something you want to say, or you might feel insecure about your words. You might be insecure about expressing your ideas, expressing your truth. You could be challenged in a way as well with criticism on the outside world, and not really knowing how to respond to that. I feel like some of you are being called to have a reaction, to be more on the reaction instead of thinking so much or calculating so much how to go about something. React accordingly, react as things happen. Don't allow your mind to take you further and further and further away, actually, from finding, clarity. This is the card that is called Mind, right? And as you can see in the picture, the more he gets in this mental state, the more, confused things get. I also feel like some of you might be thinking that something is as something is not, which means that, again, your judgment may be particularly clouded, and you may be having, thoughts of belief that something is it's like something is either wrong or darker or more messed up or more, problematic than actually it is. I think that there are great things about compromise as well for some of you Libras. I think that there might be good things happening in terms of joining forces with someone. It could be about work as well, or it could be about finances. It could be about making an agreement of some sorts, either, in a more in terms of business or more in terms of friendship or relationships. There might be just a need to agree on something. There might need to be, a situation where two people need to sit down and communicate or talk or find a solution together to fix a situation or to work on a situation that would improve whatever this is about. But I think that some of you are being called to act more than think, because thinking is delaying your progress and the progress of very supportive partnerships. I do think that some of you have supportive partnerships of all sorts kind of around you, but you may go on circles about this. I think that some of you may be afraid to commit. You may be afraid to lose something or to trust someone as well. There are trust issues as well for all three air signs. I think that this mind trip as well for some of you may be about either staying in a partnership of some sorts or leaving or going solo on something, especially if this is business partnership or if this is about any financial accord you have. I think that some of you might be torn between staying in this accord or doing something by yourself. Some of you want a change of careers, actually. You want a change of your current, either the current employment or the current conditions of that employment. I think that some of you want an adventure associated with career and finances. You want to explore something new, and you just may be, again, very confused about how to go about this. I do think, though, for some of you, there's a little bit of this youthful vibration that, again, might help you in terms of just like child, right? The child energy, it tells what it needs to say. It doesn't really think about what it's saying. It just says it. It reacts to something. It has a very spontaneous reaction. And I think that some of you are being called to be more spontaneous, to just say things as you feel them on the moment. Don't wait too much. For Aquarius, I do think that Aquarius are undergoing some sort of healing during this period of time, and I think that the healing is found right in the wonder of the simple joys in life, which means that some of you might be suffering from not having currently what you most want in this, let's say, in this larger scale, right, of situations. Like you want to have that ultimate success, or you want to have that high goal achieved, but you're still, it's like there's something in your life like you want this, and you might feel like you're still here, down here, or you're just too much on the mundane path, and you might be dismissing the importance, the beauty, how much that place of where you currently are is also a part of the climb, right, to the top of the mountain you want to reach, which means that Some of you are being called to make peace with whichever situation in your life currently is providing you anxiety or angst of some sorts, because I feel like some of you are agonizing about something over and over and over and over again. Some of you are being kind of I think that there are things in your life that are taking a little bit more time than what you would like, because you're not there yet. I think that there's something inside of you that's still blooming, it's still awakening, it's still in the process. And I don't think that you might be understanding that there are new parts of you that are awakening, that are growing, that need time to grow, that need love and support. I think that you want to take steps before you are, completely ready to take them. I also feel like some of you, you're not stopping to smell the flowers enough. You're not, I think there are things in your life that you're not appreciating as you should, because I also think that some of you have a lot of things to benefit from where you currently are, even though you might not see it that way. Because this is the card that talks about ordinariness, right? And this card, it's about appreciation for this life in everything, right? That encompasses, in everything that it encompasses it, right? Because it's so easy to take for granted things like the beauty of the sun or the ocean, or the fact that you're still here, alive and breathing and healthy. And, I think that some of you, you're just too much on the future. You're too much worried in the future, too much focused on the future, and not enough, in building stronger relationship with the present moment and how you are working on yourself currently. Some of you are called to work more on yourselves, to understand more your current internal state, so you can make sense of what's going on outside as well. And I also feel like some of you are just going to find wonder in unexpected places during this period of time if you are open to that. I think that your problem is to be open. There's something here about the Aquarius energy during this week being very fenced into your stress or doubts or problems. I think that some of you are suffering from something that might be about your emotional healing process, or some type of transformation that is happening there. And so don't be too much time in closed doors. I really think that nature can help you, walks can help you, connecting with elements that provide a sense of connection or of beauty, things that you see as beautiful, things that always meant something to you, as simple as they might be. I think your happiness during this period of time, or a tool of support, might be found on those places that maybe you have forgotten. I think that some of you have forgotten something very important about yourselves and of your life as well, where you are rooted currently. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. And please keep doing so. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.